quickly, if the Harley sticks around for too long, you can burst him down in 2 or 3 hits. It's dangerous.
All right, let's see if this Iritel is dangerous as you say. It is up against a lane against the Claude, and we're gonna see if it works out. Will we see a tiebreaker? Ladies and gentlemen, if Onic win 2-0, we are halfway there.
Let's see, let's see. Oh, you already taken out to low HP. Very, very low there. Good pokes coming in from Onic.
Okay. Some rotations are happening here. I mean, that's something that we were expecting, all right? There's going to be a trade-off, especially with the Hilda and Few in the mid lane on the Valier. But G-Boy and San still doing a really great job when it comes down to that 50-50 trade-off in damage.
Honestly, I think the idea for Onic, it might be to have really good mid prior, right, with the Cho Valentina.
Yeah.
And then use that pressure to go and balance out the gold lane. That really could work out. And Sans here gets beat up just a little bit, but he...
There's the flicker.
Oh!
Keep Kundo stack.
Oh!
Ooh, Key close to demise.
Spicy.
Very, very close. Very, very close. But it looks like that's going to force Key into a recall. And that's going to buy Onic a little bit more time to have an oppressive lane against Few on the Valier.
Again, the M moves by you. You need to pull yourself together for Few. Definitely needs a bit more of the outplay potential. For Onic though, again, for the mid duo, Sans and Keyboy, it's the Wilderness Blessing. They want to try and be roaming around. And so far, they haven't really found a window of opportunity to try and do that. Albert is waiting for a chance, could force out a flicker here.
1 second it spawns. Kyrie up.
Oh!
He's super low. No flicker, no nothing. He has to succumb. And Kyrie gets first blood.
Great timing as well. He goes down, and now Onic are quick to the first objective of the game, which is that turtle. I don't think Luke is going to have a say in anything, and they completely let it go, and they give it over to the Sky Kings.
Man, great timing there from Onic, man. Knowing again that they burned out the flicker initially. They have the damage in the early game with that Leo Mord, with the Cho as well. So they didn't even bring it. They didn't even take that situation into the EXP lane. They just handled it all the way from the mid lane.
This pushes Onic in a position where they should be able to have a little bit more control in the enemy jungle. You see where Keyboy is also currently positioning. Sans actually looking for it. Wait a second.
He again, nowhere to run. Kelra comes in with a heavy crossbow. That's a double kill for the Iritel. This is a dream start for Kelra.
So despite being in a lane that doesn't naturally favor the Iritel, the fact it is going to assist Kelra quite a bit in that lane. Despite Erlan even utilizing his ult, the Blazing Duet, to push in the damage and to clear in that lane.
I just like Kelra's been playing it very safe all the way from the early game. And when there's a chance like that, he just goes in with a heavy crossbow. And it's not a carry that can shred anyone. But if Keyboy finds Few, if he finds Albert, right, Erlan, any of these squishy targets can really get bursted down by that Iritel. And now they go for Albert. Oh!
Man, nice kick from Keyboy! That's Albert gone. Sans comes in as a backup. They will go head over heels to get Evos. 4 members being sent to dive onto the back line, but that's about it for Onic.
Signature Cho for Keyboy. We've seen it regionally, we've seen it internationally.
God damn.
And even now, we see the impact once again. There's a reason why Keyboy was feared for his Cho, and we're seeing it here. Really oppressive, highly invasive, looking for opportunities all the time. And Onic have been able to capitalize over it up until this point.
Uh-oh. Few has to run away. Another kick from Keyboy. It connects onto Few, and Keyboy needs to eat the damage from the deadly magic. Here comes Luke with the grab. Not yet. And now he mounts onto Kelra. The heavy crossbow will buy him some time to move away with the movement speed it brings. But Luke still yet to take down Kelra. Now Sans wants to advance up forward. The momentum from Kyrie will be enough to take down Luke to half HP, but he still survives for so long. Sans flickers back, and Kyrie a back and forth fight with Evos, but they will try to move back.
Man, it's still very tough right here. Sans all too low. Doesn't really back away just yet. Evos are sticking around, but they don't have the proactivity to try and go for anything. Onic take the easy neutral objective. And they're playing this so well right now. They're pressuring Evos at every single turn. They're not allowing Key or Albert any space. This pull from Keyboy is really keeping them, holding them down, quite literally.
Absolutely. From the first minutes of the game, we already saw how much of a problem Cho was. And in addition to the Valentina coming in from Sans as well, their mid trio isn't working as intended. He can't go into the places where he wants to that easily. Albert can't look for pickoffs that easily. And neither can Few. Despite Few having the anti-CC ult, it's still not as straightforward as they would like.
Look at that damage, man. The pressure just threatened a dive. Blazing the wet as a response, though.
Blazing the wet towards Sans. Oh, Keyboy is able to get the kill before Edelon does more damage. At least Sans is taken out of the fray. And now they want to fight again. Keyboy, again with the deadly magic. He will die as the damage ticks. Kelra stands tall. But that is a trade 2-for-1. But who wins that?
I think it's still gonna be Evos. Overall, Onic are still ahead, though. They were able to stave off that dive attempt, but they didn't lose a turret by all means. And Onic are most definitely praying for tempo here. And look at the far side. Lutpi on the Phobius with the War Axe, wanting to get a bit more aggressive here. And considering that the action has not been in the EXP lane, he can afford to do this.
So wouldn't you say at the end it was worth it for Onyx, right? They take Edelon down, they get a turret as well, and they only trade for Roam
No
And
one
Sans.
and Sun.
and Sans, but I guess so. I think overall, especially with the turret taken down, it is worth it.
Whoa, 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 Albert!
Oh, Harley! Albert gets deleted. No magic trick will save you, my friend. Even Few
Wow.
had to flicker away. That is massive win for Onic with the flank. Looking for Sans. He will try to chop down Sans with his axe. And Sans gets taken down. Keyboy with the kick towards Key. That's not the target you want to go for. But Luke will be there to back him up. And Onic, 4 players standing. Albert for Sans.
Okay, Albert's gonna be taken down, but he's gonna spawn right back into the game. The timers are not too bad, but I think they're gonna be able to blitz this.
Lutpi jumping around. Edelon is in the vicinity. Into the back by Keyboy. Again towards Few. He has nowhere to go. Kelra with the heavy crossbow. And Kelra goes ham. As the players of Evos fall to the ground, it's Edelon.
Whoa!
Fed to the Sharks. It's gonna be a kick on towards him. Kyrie finishes them off. And that's gonna be the White Tigers gone.
An 8-minute wipeout from Onic out of nowhere. What the heck did we just witness? They move forward for the neutral objective, and Lutfi punishes initially, but then everyone just comes in, barrels through, and deletes Evos. The burst damage, man.
Well, you were hyping up speed, right? And they
damage.
have exactly that. Speed and damage. You're talking about the speed from the Irritel. We're seeing the brilliance come to play here in game number 2. And they don't just have a woman on a tiger. They also have someone on a horse. Alright? So we're talking about speed.
Hey, mounting.
Onic is definitely on top, and then Keyboy is just doing so well at activating
way.
and facilitating once again.
Beautiful kick again, Keyboy!
Oh!
Key! With the final Infernal Pursuit, Lutfi will be able to take down the Hilda. Again, massive sets from Keyboy.
This is a 6,000 gold lead. And from the beginning, we already saw the tempo that Onic wants to set. Oh, it looks like Lumineers restreaming as well. Ding, 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 ding.
Evos, 2 million. Onic, 3 million. What is this?
I have no idea.
I have no idea. Oh, interesting.
Butuh dukungan ke Luminaire dan Buriba aja. Oh, they're looking for support for Luminaire and Buriba
Donation.
for what?
I don't know,
I'm
but hey.
confused. But it looks like it's fun, so if you guys want to hop on over and see what that's about, you guys can check it out on their official free stream. On their, I think they're on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. The blitz angle here from Onic. The Irritel, again, by the way, can also has like a physical defense shred built in. So when you're playing for pickoffs like this, Onic, pickoff and burst damage, the Irritel melts in so well. It buffs damage coming in from everyone else too. And look at it, immediately going for the purple, and they will have it.
Yeah, they took it.
It's Lutfi who takes it. And look at Kelra. He has 3 items going directly to the Great Dragon Spear. That's gonna add more crit.
And move
Speed
the
as well.
speed.
Move the speed as well, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Dude, you saw what happened to Albert in the previous fight, man.
Oh,
Oh,
Kelra? He's gonna be okay. He gets gunned down. That's a tanky Hilda, so he's gonna be okay.
good cover by Ludwig.
Good cover by Lutfi. And again, the sprint is also on a shorter cooldown than the flicker. So Kelra can spam it out just a little bit more. And with this build, with the House Claws, with all the crits, you are surprisingly sustainable. A hallmark of the current meta gold laners is like good sustain, good AoE, right? And mobility. That's what Claude provides. The Irithel technically has all three. Especially when you're 5 kills ahead.
I can't believe it's working.
Yep.
This is debut Irithel, right? We haven't seen Irithel this season.
Have you not?
We have some. Yeah, I can't remember, but
I
I think
don't-
we have.
I think we've seen one or two.
Are you sure?
Whoa! What? Phew! Gets sent to the afterlife in such quickness. Oh, kicks back Albert to the base. But the Lord now bangs on the doorstep of that crystal. Adelan will blaze duet his way to clear the waves. And Onic needs to go for a second attempt.
What happened to Few? Where did he go?
I don't know.
Man got blown up, man.
Evaporated.
Oh no, Luke tried to make a play there. It did not pay off. You can't catch Kelra. He's already slippery, but on the Irithel, even more. The two mounted heroes on Onic are just wreaking havoc right there. They are too fast and they do too much damage for Evos to respond.
So Erlan finally got to the Swift Trinity. Is that something that could turn things around, like despite the 7,000 gold lead? Oh, there you go. That's some damage.
Oh, I mean, then I guess there's more damage output coming in from Evos, but Onic will have like sustain advantage almost, just by a little bit, I think. And they have the extra retro angle to play around for the late game Lord.
Yeah, true. And even if it gets to that late game point, right? Kelra has another item.
Windtalker.
Yeah.
Extra movement speed again.
And just a lot more damage.
That-
And just a lot more damage.
That-
A lot more farming speed too. Again, the space, you know, when the Irithel drops the arrows on the opponents, it reduces your physical defense by 15.
Yeah.
It's sizable. So you combine that with Kyrie. Trampling over you, it is not a good time for anyone, any of the front lines for Evos.
Let's see if they can fight their way into the Lord. So far, no turrets taken by Evos. Onyx still intact. Structural-wise, Kyrie bounces!
Oh my god.
Phantom Steed! And Few they're able to survive, but Kelra gets deleted as well. In the back line, it's going to be Lukpi jumping in with the Dark Wave, holding in place the damage needed by Evos. And Onyx will reset. That's Kelra. Gone.
A little too aggressive. Sure, he trades with Few, but I don't even think that's worth it. Kelra for Few?
No, definitely not. There was a bounty on Kelra as well.
400 gold.
Luckily, it was the shutdown was given over to Key, so it's
Oh.
not that bad. Oh,
Key!
Key.
flickered in with the power of Wilderness, and now they want to go in again. Evos still holding Onic in place. Stans gets mounted on, and Luke opens up the fray with that kill towards Stans. Now Kyrie chases down. The Patrick is going to be able to hold himself, but the flicker forces him away, and Onic gets the kill. But the Lord secured by Evos. Is this yet another window like we saw in Game 1?
Oh, the base getting crowded by the minions. Crystal down to almost half. It was a risky move coming in, but it paid off for Evos. Onic, what is going on, man? They were having so much control. They were playing so clean, and then they lost Kelra. Then they lost Sans, and then they lost the neutral objective. They tried to contest it with one man down, and I do feel like they paid the price just a little bit.
A little bit.
Turret has been destroyed.
They're losing the momentum, right? They lost the Lord. They're gonna have to defend from this angle. It's either Kelra was overestimating his sustainability or they underestimated Evos' damage. But either way, that was a costly mistake, and hopefully Kelra doesn't do that again.
They're still playing it smart here, waiting for the Lord to be in a safer area before they go for the clear. Now that it's cleared out though, again, Evos are still behind on gold. It was a 7.5k gold lead for Onic. Now it's down to 4k, but Evos are not out of the woods just yet. What is the aggression coming in from Onic, man? Every time they see anyone from Evos, it's just fists.
I think they know that they have the lead, right? They're looking for a snowball. They're trying to close this game ASAP because now we're getting into the portion of almost the late game. And when we get to that point, Albert will be... He already has his Magic Trinity, right? So that damage is going to start to ramp up. Erlan as well. And then they're going to have to think about the magic output, the damage output, the physical output that Evos are going to pump out as we get later and later into this game.
That's Kelra at full build, by the way, with the Malefic Gun completed. Well, Erlan is too, though. So again, it looks like a sizable gold lead, but in the gold lane at least, Evos have that damage to swing around.
Yeah.
Ireland has the Wind of Nature as well, so when it comes down to a duel situation, Kelra will be more vulnerable. And look at this, Onic, they're in the jungle of Evos, deep, looking for a chance for a pickoff.
Oh, on towards View, he flickers away. Terrified with that pressure coming in from Onic. Look at the damage from Erlan. This starts to
What? Huh? Did he use his conceal
I think
earlier?
he did. I think so. He did use it earlier. It's almost like a trade of conceals from both teams. This should be Onyx game to win, right? There
I
isn't...
mean, technically they have a Claude, right? Evos. And Evos... And Claude is known to be able to clear really quick, rotate fast, come back into the team fights, control far lane.
That's true, but Onyx should have the right to dictate where and how the fights actually happen, right? Especially with, again, the better engage tools. They have a Cho that can make those real game-changing plays. Although with the Purify on Erlan, I think it won't be as simple.
Oh, Keyboy and Erlan. And Kelra.
So Kelra Keyboy will delete anyone, man.
Yep.
Erlan does have Purify though.
In one go, it will delete anyone. Now their eyes are on the Lord. Onic's gonna dance this. They have a pushing wave up top. Down bottom, it's gonna bounce back towards Evos. So that is something that they can really enjoy the luxury of. And Kyrie pops the Phantom Steed. The focus on the Lord now. He having to tank the damage again. The power of Wilkness will try to bring him to Onic a bit closer. Kyrie will get the Lord. Lutpi jumps in the back. The winner crown will buy some time. Luke gunned down by Kelra. He's dead. He's gone. And Lutpi in the back will be the trade for Evos. Onic, 1 for 1, but they get the Lord.
Yeah, the Lord is marching and en route. 38 seconds for Luke to stun.
Whoa!
Sans nearly gets taken out. Still going to be able to get out of the deadly magic. And it looks like Onic are looking for that push.
They want to get some turrets for sure. Wind of Nature, actually. Kelra switching out the boots for the Wind of Nature.
The waves are so bad.
Not controlled at all, man. Again, there's good clear. There's good ways for Onic to take down the turrets with Kelra, but without waves, they can't do so.
Oh.
They didn't get anything out of that Lord.
He did not.
They might be delaying the wave push, waiting for Lutfi to come back. But no, they back away from Evos now.
Yeah, could be.
Man.
Huh.
Now it's anyone's game. When we get the 20-minute mark, the early advantage starts to be less relevant.
Yeah.
And again, Kyrie's on a fighter, right? It doesn't scale the same way damage-wise. But there's some inventory.
Oh, wait. Did he get the orange buff?
Yeah,
With the Phantom Steed?
I think so.
What?
Oh, Kyrie!
Oh, that's kind of ridiculous, honestly. That should not be happening.
Criminal.
Yeah, they didn't get it. Evos didn't get it.
All right. The silver lining for Evos. Now the far side base turret is still up for them. So it's no longer as guaranteed now, the Lord take for Onic. And it's just slow, man. And this is what the Cho gives Onic. Keyboy can be so far deep because he is a lot more mobile than all the heroes available to Evos.
Okay, item swap rush. Kelra went for DHS.
Oh.
I think he had... Was it Rose Gold earlier?
No, it was Windtalker.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
so he
Windtalker.
stole the Windtalker.
So this will give him some more attack speed, but it will allow him to deal with Luke and Key a little bit better. Because this is the problem when you go for crit marksman. You don't really do well against some really beefy HP stacking heroes. Now it's going to be better, but it's still not a Claude, right? The reason why the Claude is so scary is because one basic attack shreds you like with 3 hits and all that. So now that the Lord is up, let's see how both teams want to play this.
The calm before the storm. Ladies and gentlemen, as the White Tigers will not let this go without a fight. Evos are up against the #1 in the standings, a team that has only dropped 2 matches out of 16. And we're as close as this. Game number 1 was 29 minutes, and now we're in the 21st mark. Could this be another long game as both teams start to collapse on the next Lord?
Alright. He's hiding. He's looking for possibly a passerby.
No, he wants to go for a flank, dude. If he can get immediately onto Albert, onto Erlan, again, 2 or 3 basic attacks is all it will take with the heavy crossbow. If possible, he does not want to be stuck hitting the frontliners instead.
Yeah. Wave down bottom. Again, mounting for Onic. Conceal play from Key. Gonna look for something.
Where's he going?
He's in the bush. At least. Showing himself. And again, that slow burn of a game. No one wants to make any mistakes.
Oh, the wave already set up there. Keyboy was the
Yeah.
one building that up earlier.
The bottom side, they have to do housekeeping.
Now, without seeing Albert, I think Onic are just playing it very careful, right? They don't want to allow Albert to make a game-saving play.
Oh, that gold. Oh, okay, BBM might out.
Damn, Sans. He's gonna go offensively. Full magic.
Going glass cannon here.
Glass cannon, yeah. I like that word.
Oh,
Hey.
oh, Keyboy wanted that. He wanted it bad. And look at this. Evos jumping on the Lord. They don't have enough shred, I don't think.
They don't. That's gonna give an opportunity for Onic to
Reset.
clear out the wave, reset again.
Oh.
For something key. A chunk of damage on towards him. And Adlan needs to BMI back to safety.
Okay, Erlan are going to be sent to clear in that top lane. The minions are going to be crashing now for Evos. Onic are going to have to think about this. It looks like Carolra doesn't want to risk it. The positioning from B-Boy and Sons, they're far out here. They're looking for something. They're looking for someone. They're looking for anyone that Evos will send to clear in that far lane. But they don't find anyone just yet. The Lear there is in vicinity. The Lord is low.
Steal again from Key. Keyboy in the back. Phantom speed popped, and that's the Lord. So make it. Oh. The Albert! The baby alien gets it with the retribution as well. Now Onic spread out to two groups in the fight. Albert solo. He has the immortality, does he not? That's gonna be deadly magic taking him away. And now Sans will burst him down. Kalra up top and Luke still brawling it out with Luke. Now, second cycle of the Phantom Steed will be able to give Kyrie space and time.
Whoa!
And batter, Evos, and Key in the back looking for Kalra with one last hit. Kalra will reset the immortality. Erlan, still unseen, still forgotten. No damage expended. The Lord will march down bottom, but Onic half prio, top and mid.
Whoa!
So what's the call? What's the call? Do they go for the Lord or do they go for the end? It looks like they're going for the end.
They're going for the end. Blazing duet from Erlan to clear the way. The winter crown will buy some time, but it's not enough. The crystal gets shattered to pieces. Onic will be the victors of this international derby, and the tiebreakers are still on.
And they go back-to-back victories this season. Leg number 1, clean 2-0. Leg number 2, clean 2-0 yet again. The Sky Kings, show them who's boss and show them the